From all the screening movies I saw, I would pick Lady Bird. Directed and written by Greta Gerwig in 2017. Elements I will discuss are camera framing, editing, and mise-en-scene. The clip that I chose is the ending of the movie. That is also the plot synopsis. It's Lady Bird wake up from the hospital bed, went to a church, and finally calling her mom. Why is this scene so great in a technical standpoint? According to stunning film written by Nathan Abrams, Ian Bell, and Jane Udress, a key ingredient of cinematography is framing. This refers to the edges of a shot in that framing determines both what is included and what is excluded. What is placed in the table of this scene? Medium long shots, medium close-ups, and extreme long shots. The most interesting framing in this scene is Lady Bird is walking slowly and wandering around the city, enjoying the view. Long shots with plenty of spaces surrounding Lady Bird. Consider the fact that Lady Bird is able to go to college in New York because she doesn't want to be in Sacramento.
I don't even want to go to school in this state anyway. I hate California. I want to go to the East Coast. I want to go where culture is,
But
like
how in
New
the world
York,
did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire,
Well,
where
you
writers
couldn't
live in the
get
woods.
into the-
Davis?
Davis is good. Maybe you should have looked at it.
It's only half an hour away. Less if you're driving fast.
According to Effective Analysis on Patterns of Shot Types in Movies by El Canini, Sergio Bonini, Riccardo Leonardi, in 2011, long shots show all or most of a fairly large subject and usually much of the surroundings, as the case of Lady Bird wandering around the city. Because of this technique of long shots that are asymmetric, along with symmetric shots are being used, showing us the environment of New York, with Christine walking and looking around the place, without a single word, shows us Lady Bird enjoys the city she's been in the first time, with long shots as she's walking into different areas of the city, experiencing the first time. That's how long shots with the environment surrounding Lady Bird affects the scene of how she feels the surrounding with just camera framing alone. The next element is the editing, which according to Ed Silkoff in Film Studies and Introduction from 2010, films are made up of a series of individual shots that filmmakers connect in a formal, systematic, and expressive ways, assembling a movie from many hundreds or thousands of shots, which a few types are being well used in the scene, with the most simple continuity editing of shot reverse shots, to Lady Bird walking in New York that we discussed earlier using montage editing, which according to Ed Silkoff in Film Studies and Introduction in 2010 again. Montage describes the various ways in which filmmakers string individual scenes together to form a series. Exactly in this sequence when she's walking, that she's experiencing in a very long period of time already, especially compared to what is being shown. That technique combined with the camera framing and the graphic match affects Lady Bird as she's curious about how other cities looks like, slowly experiencing something that's not Sacramento. But I want to focus on another moment for editing. After Lady Bird decided to call her mom, there's a sequence of clips appearing on screen, flashbacks to the past. That is because she secretly likes to be in Sacramento.
You clearly love Sacramento.
I do?
You write about Sacramento so affectionately and with such care.
Well, I was just describing it.
Well, it comes across as love.
You feel emotional the first time that you drove in Sacramento?
And according to Semantic, Aesthetic, and Conductive Effects of Flashbacks in Film by Aline Stevens and Gary Deyadawali in 2011, Einstein theorized a collision or conflict between temporarily and spatially unrelated or unmatched shots or scenes could give rise to a new concept eclipsing special emotional and cognitive reaction in the audience. As is shown from the use of montage editing, Lady Bird is thinking of those moments when she's calling her mom, moments from Sacramento that she's reminiscing. And the other instance in this montage editing is the matching shots of Lady Bird and her mother. And according to how continuity editing is achieved through match cuts by Gisa Pacano in 2014, those in which shot A and shot B are matched in action, subject, graphic content, or two characters' eye contact, help create a sense of continuity between two shots, to show that her mother and Lady Bird herself are actually really similar, shown from the use of match cuts. Combining that with montage editing affects the fact that Lady Bird does care and miss Sacramento, and her mother as she's part of her flashback in the montage editing. The final part will be mise-en-scene. And the definition of mise-en-scene, according to David Broadwell, Kristen Thompson, Jeff Smith in 1979, Film Arts and Introduction. Mise-en-scene is the director stages the event for the camera, of the setting, lighting, costume, and the behavior of the figure. Plenty of uses of mise-en-scene can be seen here, like Lady Bird's clothes in this scene, with a brown jacket and a striped sea clothes, being similar when she's shopping clothes with her mom, as she prefers other clothes instead. The costume part of this mise-en-scene affects the fact that Lady Bird still prefers to wear her old clothes in this new city, despite she has said she wants to leave Sacramento to go to New York. That's only the costume side in Lady Bird's mise-en-scene. The lighting part in this scene has more of an effect, and same as the color grading. Most of the time Lady Bird is walking, she is surrounded by the dark with no light shines on her, and only when she opens up and accepts who she is, she walks out to the lights. By If It's Purple, Someone's Gonna Die, The Power of Color in Visual Storytelling, by Patty Bellantoni in 2005. Yellow is the color we identify with the sun. We associate yellow with powerful life energy, exerting itself, which is where the source of yellow light is coming from in this scene. She finally calls herself as Christine instead of Lady Bird, something she despised in the beginning. With that in mind, the yellow lighting gets more brighter when she keeps calling her mom. Effects Christine is getting more life energy after she steps out from the shadows, from the lighting and color grading aspect of mise-en-scene, along with the costume uses. The camera framing, editing, and mise-en-scene combine together to create meaning, affects how Lady Bird feels about New York, able to show what she's thinking in her mind, and finally able to confront the fact that she does love Sacramento and she does love her mother. Those filmmaking aspects all help add meaning to the story and improves on Lady Bird's character arc in this scene. Or should I call her Christine?